Since the starless nights have returned, other myths of old have reemerged. Our mages have discovered that the wells of legend are real, and that they are steadily growing in power. You must contain them before their masters are unleashed upon the world.
Yes, we dare to send only our bravest to the wells of Atios, where normal rules don't apply. Blah, 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 blah. You wish to prove your intelligence to me. You still don't understand. You can't possibly. You've already lost. I've already made hundreds of plans to destroy you. But, very well. Show me what you've got. Oh, and do bring your essence. Friends. Bring your friends.
Break it up, men, but it's time to change the subject for just about 60 seconds.
Nope, I always forget to unmute my mic. Hello and welcome to the rathole.ca. We are live. And we're going to get rid of this. Look at this. StreamYard got a new feature. It'd be a circle. I like being a circle. Round. But way better than being a square. Who wants to be a square? I don't know if I switch my background to this. Nah, that just looks weird. Let's go back to this. So, hello, everybody. Welcome. I was just always like in the middle of that 60 seconds. I always go, oh, I forgot to upload blank. So, give me a moment to upload blank. I am... as you all know, I usually wear some sort of quad ball, formerly Quidditch jersey when I'm here online. I've got my number on it. If I'm at a live event, I'm labeled and publishers can see me and recognize me. Sometimes publishers even have jerseys for me. So Lunar Games had sent me this jersey, set me up with this jersey just before the pandemic hit because I was going to go help out at one of their booths. At the first event to get canceled, which was, of course, Emerald City Comic Con, but it has Bungaloids. I love playing mushroom people. And why is that relevant? Because what comes through my feed today? But mushroom learns to crawl after being given robot body. Biohybrid machine ushers in new area of robotics. This is a legitimate thing. I actually looked it up, and it's actually real. That being said, would a biohybrid machine not just be a Borg or cyborg? Take your pick. Are we all gonna get like assimilated into being fungi? Um, I was trying to upload another picture that wouldn't because stupid WebP format doesn't work. Hide. There we go. Yeah. Are we all going to get assimilated and become fungus people? Are we all going to be Goombas? I kind of don't want that, but also kind of do be an improvement for some people. Anywho, I'm welcome back. I'm here to play Kinfire Delve. This is the second time I've played this. And there. I hit the wrong background. One moment. There we go. Second time I've played this. I opened Callous's lab on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS this week after we reviewed Age of Seal. And last night, at much too late for our European friends, I broke out and played one of the two characters included. Scrolling. One of the two players included. Well, today I'm going to break it out and play the other player. That's my plan for this. We are playing Kinfire Delve, Callous's lab. And here's an interesting thing. When I take this off solo, I stop being a circle. I don't know if I can adjust that. I found out about the circle thing a few minutes before, like as I was going live. I'm going to just set that default camera. I'll try it with rounded edges. Why not? So I did change it, made a few changes here. We'll see what it looks like when I go back. What the hell? Okay, that's what I look like with rounded corners on it. And you can do a square. And you can do it without the rounded corners. Do I want rounded corners or not? We'll do it because it's new and exciting. But again, doesn't impact this setting. So this is Kinfire Delve. As you can see, it's not a very big box, but it is an incredibly well-made box. Like you can brain somebody with that. And I'm here for it. The inside of the box has some wonderful art of all of the Seekers that you can play throughout the Kinfire Chronicles series. Kinfire Delve is only one of the games. There is Kinfire Chronicles and another one that just left Kickstarter, Kinfire Council, that left relatively recently. It was on Kickstarter, I think, in May. And it is a 2 to 6 player strategy game of fantasy and politics. I don't know the game. I haven't looked at it beyond this, quite frankly. Let me pop through. Is this what I needed? Yes, it is. So we are going to also pull up real quick like a bunny the character that I'm using. So we're going to pull up that. We're going to pull up that. We're going to come back over here and switch this to a solo so that we can actually see it. Bloop. All right. So there it is. So this is the different Seekers you can play. Roland is who I did before. So we are playing Valora. She is a human archer. Valora is a tough but sophisticated archer with a positive outlook. She comes from an aristocratic background and chose to leave her family's wealthy estate for a different kind of life. She has a desire to protect the innocent and believes that she can make a difference by fighting for what's right. She also enjoys games and isn't afraid to risk a sizable bit of coin on a bet. Her skills with a bow are unmatched, and her ranged attacks allow her to stay out of the reach of an enemy while still dealing powerful blows. She's also the most straightforward character to play and good for beginners. Wish I'd known that yesterday. Valora is tall and fair with dark flowing hair that she keeps tied back in a braid. She dresses well, and her clothes are fairly expensive for an adventurer. With colorful silks and fine feathers, the bow she carries was a gift from her father, who first trained her. She carefully crafts the fletching of her arrows with colorful peafowl feathers, which are considered good luck. So that is Valora, the character that we are now playing. Boop, bloop, bloop. I've not, unlike yesterday, set up before we went live. I did that yesterday just to make things a little bit easier, but I'm going to do that again right now. Just a reminder as well, if you are over on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS's X stream, thank you for them for letting me hijack that, because I can't do it on my own. Thank you very much, Musk. Please consider popping over to my YouTube, youtube.com/therattle, DOTCA, where you can join in the conversation, just like Jim did. Hi, Jim. And and contribute and participate in these streams. And it helps me out. I would love to get some extra followers over on the YouTube, and someday, be able to pay for doing this, even if it is just the coffee I drink. Also, cheers. If you're watching from the UK, I hope you also have a coffee in hand. All right, so we're going to do this. We will get rid of that banner. We'll switch this to the not show will begin shortly banner ticker. I have done entire streams with that thing saying, please, that thing saying the show will begin shortly. Love when I do stuff like that. Anywho, so yes, this is your board. Obviously, would come wrapped. You have 2 different kinds of dice. Your skill dice have red, green, and blue, which will match the cards. And these count when you must roll your dice at the end. These count as extra successes if you're playing the appropriate type. There's also a light and darkness. The light counts as a success. The dark does not. And many of the adversaries, or the big bosses of them, the well master, if you will, only impact you with a failed attack if you roll that. I could roll it on the table. I could roll it wherever. I like rolling it in there because, again, it's really well made. There is also a life die. If you were playing a multiplayer game, you have a combined life total. It's amazing how fast coffee gets cold. Each character has a set of cards. They have a character card. So here is Valora Helmsman. For each bow and arrow icon, you play as an action or a boost. You may add 1 progress to any challenge not currently being attempted. So that's really awesome. Every seeker also has a lantern. This needs to be charged, and there will be cards that do that, actions that do that. And then you flip it. So it starts face down. You flip it over when it's charged, and you can play this as an action card. Snipe. Do not roll this turn. X is equal to any value from 0 to 7, your choice. I suspect that what that means is there are somewhere antagonists in one of or more of these games in which you have to hit an exact number. Whereas there are also ones that give you benefits if you go wildly over your target. So that's super, super duper good, super duper powerful. We will frame that in a way that we can get to it. And then we set our life total to 10. There we go. And so then, again, we're not going to use Roland. These are his cards here. I do love that they all have the gold foil. It's gorgeous. Yes, hers do too, and I have to give these a good shuffle because I have not yet. There are 4 gauntlet cards. I will have to defeat these in order to beat the Wellmaster, which is the big bad. I'll just put those over there. I've got exhaustion cards. These cards give you, they give you bad things. Whenever you take them, you can have more than 1. Some stay in play, some do not. There are monsters that if you have these, you die. You just lose the game. You will gain an exhaustion card every time you need to reshuffle. Or, sorry, every time you need to draw cards. So there's a handful of those. We will give this a quick shuffle. And we will put these also over here. We have, again, 3 different versions of Callous. On this side, they are all the same. I am going to take out... Which one was it? Yes. So yesterday, I did Mental Landscape. And every time, for every... You're going to let me do that? No, you're not. For every one of those exhaustion cards, he gains +5 life up here. So that's not good. Not good at all. And as I was saying earlier, when you roll, if you fail, he's going to roll when you roll, if you roll that dark, you have to discard a card. I'm going to take this out because I've already played that one. And we're just going to shuffle these other 2, which I've not even looked at. I mean, I know they exist. I have not looked at these cards. And this is the one we're going to use. This one we will put back over here. Just tuck that over there. This is your well deck. I also need to give a good shuffle to. What you are doing in this game as a character is playing as a seeker. You are delving. What is delving? You're making your way down the well to Callous's lab, where you will eventually have to fight through the gauntlet and actually defeat him. Callous begins. Place 10 progress on Callous at the start of the game. If it is removed from him before you reach the bottom of the well, lose the game. So there's 9, 10. I'm just going to give these a couple more shuffles. So this deck running out is good. You want this, this is the well deck. You want to burn through it as quickly as possible so that you can get to the bottom of the deck. How you will do that is, this is a terrible example. Most of the cards have a reward if you succeed, which has a couple of little down arrows and a number. You discard 2 more cards into that. If you fail, in this case, I get 2 damage. Yesterday, I took 4. They recommend 4 specific cards as for beginners. I'm not doing that today. I did that last night. We'll zoom in over here. So we have these 4 cards are going to get placed around. So we've got Puzzle, Resident Stone. All other challenges gain -1 difficulty. If you fail any other challenge, fail it 1 extra time. I think I forgot to take that penalty yesterday, but there you go. Cryptic Device. Also a puzzle. When completed, I can charge my lantern. And you may discard 1 other challenge of your choice. So any of these other challenges that are up here. Trap. Seeking Orbs. Each time you fail another challenge and roll the darkness icon, suffer 1 damage from this. So that's not good. Combat. Crystal Brute. If this challenge would be discarded during your turn, discard your hand instead. So there's definitely is a lot of hand management included in this. As you might see at the end of this. If I don't attack him until I have very few cards in my hand, his penalty may mean nothing. So we're going to discard 1, 2, 3 cards off the top of this deck. And we're actually going to switch these where these are, because yesterday, then it looks better. There. A better view of that on camera. Let's put these off to the side. I can sit right there. And then again, I have all of these skill cards here. To attempt a challenge, you can only use the correct color. So to do a red, I need a red card. To do blue, I would need a blue card. To do a green, I would need a green card. Some of the cards do have dual colors. So that one is blue and green. The blue is very dark, which is not great. You can also, in a multiplayer game, you can boost one of the other players when they take an action. To do that, you would ignore everything up here and play according to this. You can only boost if the color is appropriate to where they are attacking. That was going to be, this will be much harder this time. So white is anything, both as a boost and as a card. It counts as, actually, specifically, it counts as red, green, or blue because your bosses are in fact black. So they do not count as that. When you do get to this, these gauntlet cards, you eventually flip them over, and then they become. He's originally invulnerable to all of these colors. When you flip them over, eventually he becomes vulnerable to those colors. So on a white card, you would have to declare what color you were doing. Now, to play more than 2 players, you would need more than one of these sets. There are 3 of them with different characters, different storyline / antagonists. You can combine them in whatever way you want. You can customize certain things, or you can just play with more characters. If you were playing a multiplayer game, you would take 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But this is a solo game, 8. And put these over here. And try to remember to actually... I have a table here that is not quite even, and right at the edge of where this camera is right where the hump is. A little bit awkward. Actually, let's move this over just a little bit, and I can get a better view for y'all. Let's pull that down there. All right. See what I mean? Sit, stay. Good. All right. So, what have I got? I've got Calm Diplomat. Discard at the start of any turn to discard a challenge with no progress on it. Cool. So, I can straight up get rid of one of these cards. Boom. Done. I am fairly certain I do not get the benefit from doing that. Solid Shot does 4 damage. Also really good for a boost. It does 3. Keep in mind, for each of that icon I play, I can also add a progress to any of these other challenges that I'm not doing. Compassionate cannot be played as an action, just as a boost. Standing Tall. After this action, if it was not boosted, you can actually go ahead and either charge your lantern or remove a exhaustion. Fleet Arrow does 2 damage, 1 on the thing. After this action, draw 2 cards. Trailblazer. If attempting a challenge with progress on it, it's -4 and does 0 for boosts. You can only boost against, which is, and this is interesting, that appears to be black. So, in theory, you could use this as a boost against him. But again, it does 0. So there might be some other reason for that. Who knows? Shot to the knee. +1 for each arrow icon in your hand. Can boost red or blue. Eye of the Huntress. 2 damage. Discard before any seeker rolls to skip that roll. Boosts blue. There's a lot, it seems, with her of not not wanting to go over and hitting exact, which I suppose makes sense. You hit an exact, archers want to be exact. Jim, do they make an Xbox 360 or Xbox One game? I do not believe so. You can certainly pop over. It is kinfirechronicle.com specifically for this property. It is incredibledream.com. I will give you a moment. Or incredibledream.com. That is the main company's website. I don't believe they do any video games. I could be wrong. Very rarely do I do video games. Jim, you'll have noticed that I usually do analog tabletop games. Occasionally, I will do a something on the computer, or even like I'll pull out my Nintendo Classic, my NES Classic, and play something on that, or a text parser or something. Occasionally, I'll even do an app version of a game, but those are fairly rare. And I fill up my coffee here because it's getting cold and I need energy. I have to go into the theater later today, so I am a bit on the. That's why I'm so early today. All right, there we go. Where was I? Calm Diplomat. Discard at the start of the turn to discard. So we're back at the beginning of my hand. So I definitely want to use that early rather than late. It does not give me a bonus. Where's the one that gives me a bonus? +1 for each of that icon in my hand. Which would give me 3 once I play it. Okay, fair enough. So let's take a quick look at what these guys do. When completed, I can discard challenge and charge my guy. I don't want to hang on to that, so I'll hang on to this one last. It's also worth noting again, they're all -1, but if I fail, I have to take double the damage. I think I need to deal with that seeking orbs first. Just want to recheck my thing. Right, 0-7. Okay. So I'm going to discard Calm Diplomat for its ability. Discard at the start of any turn to discard a challenge with no progress on it. And I'm going to get rid of that Seeking Orb. Boom. Again, I am fairly certain, and if somebody knows the answer and wants to correct me, I don't believe I get the benefit of that. So I don't get to delve, which is unfortunate, the 5 cards. But that's another... that's big, and I don't want to do that. This is much smaller, however. This one is a good one to come up after that. 1 damage for each card that I discard from my hand. So that would have given me a damage. Gladly, it did not. So I need to do that first. And this is me 4. If I put it on here, and then if I boost with my solid shot, that gives me my 7 straight across. So I can't lose if I play that. And I want to do that. If I do that character up here, my options are different. There is no damage for the anomaly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Standing Tall, which is 3. I'm not going to boost it, which means I will fail the challenge, but I do 3, get 3 progress against it. Because I did not boot, because I lost, I would take this. There's nothing there. Oh, hold on. Oh, you may not attempt this challenge. I missed part of that line. Never mind. So that's not actually good at all. I can't challenge that. So now I have to deal with either this and then discard that, which then makes me wonder if I do in fact get that benefit. Because if you can't challenge it, I think I'm playing that wrong then. Because this set can't be challenged, so I can't win it normally. I'd have to discard it, which would then, so maybe that is what I have to do. I don't actually know. And I couldn't find it in the rule book. I wonder if there's an FAQ. I'm just going to pause myself for a moment, take a look, and see if there is a FAQ for this. Kinfire Chronicles, Kinfire Delve. Is there an FAQ? Oh, they do have a very nice playmat. I hadn't noticed that before. Looking. Seekers, trailers, reviews, playthroughs, previews, rulebooks, gameplay, and rules FAQ. Let's open that up. And what we will do is, so that we are all looking at the same thing, I will go through and go clicky, share screen, FAQ. And again, because I've got it kind of stuck down at the bottom there, we will switch to that. Or that. Yeah, it doesn't make a big difference. So we'll do that. All right, let's take a look. Where's my page? That's the page I'm looking for. The skill card ability. Can I discard a skill card to activate its discard effect? No, if a skill card tells you to discard it for an effect, you must discard that skill card from your hand in order to use this effect, which you can't do if you've played it as an action. Right. Okay. That makes sense. Action timing, before an action, before when does completing a challenge or event card count as discarding it? No. Please create a separate completed event pile. Good. Where do you discard challenges to? When a seeker action card instructs you to discard challenge cards, discard them to the well, which I've been doing. When you draw a new card, when some text bolds, where you get health back, exhaustion cards, gauntlet cards, challenge cards, front of ashes cards, cores cards. So I still don't see that. Let's go and check the rule book itself. Make sure I haven't just completely missed it. Share this tab instead. Can I make this bigger? Not really. There we go. Welcome. Let's just try the quick guide at the very end, just in case. I don't think there is. Yeah, it's not even in the discard glossary, so that's not great. Boost challenge type, event, exhausted. Yep, all right. Quick guide. That's not helpful at all. Okay, no, not helpful. Credits. Here's all 3 of them. They're fabulous. I am enjoying this, just for the record. Shorter game. I'm not going to I don't want the shorter game. I'm quite happy to do this. Discarding challenges during the Masters Final Gauntlet. Unless a gauntlet card says otherwise, it may be discarded through game effects like any other challenge. If this happens, turn the gauntlet card face down as though you'd completed it. The Master card can't be discarded by a game effect. You may only complete it in the normal way. Nice try, though. So that's not help. It is only that gives us some information, being that you can discard it to basically do the effect in the gauntlet. So maybe you do. Masters Challenge. Whoops. Delving, retreating. Ignore all the delves. Oh, there. You can retreat. I haven't seen that. Discarding challenges during the Masters thing. Well, Master, reaching the bottom of the well. Drawing new cards in exhaustion. Exhausted card effects. For the record, if you were commenting right at the moment, I can't see it. Running out of cards. That's fine. That's fine. Discarding skill cards played. Seeker's play card boosts. Discard. Play continues. Completing a challenge when not attempting it. Some abilities and actions allow you to progress challenges when not attempting them. If a challenge ever has progress on it equal to or greater than the difficulty, it's completed even though no one is currently attempting it. The seeker whose turn it is collects the reward and places it in the completed pile as usual. Okay. Oh, I'm starting to think. Okay. Refer to the back of the rulebook to learn rewards and penalties that you may receive after completing or failing a challenge. Progress. Progress. Flip the card face down. Complete a challenge pile. Do not add to the well pile. Failed it. Roll the dice. Progress. So there's some achievements. I might try this at a different time. Charge. I think I am actually playing it correctly, and I'm going to continue to play it that way because I just realized I can still complete it in a way that's not that. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm assuming here. So we will not do that. Popping back to that. Stop sharing. All right. Because I forgot one thing. I'm going to sneeze. So if I suddenly go silent, it's because I'm hopefully will have muted something to do that. If you've been putting up with me kind of slightly rambling through trying to figure that out, I appreciate it. Again, if you are watching over on the Traveling TARDIS's X page, feel free to pop over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/theRatHole, DOTCA. Give me a subscribe. You can watch me there. You can be part of the conversation. So I've not actually taken a turn in all of this. All I did was discard that to do a thing. So, as a reminder, for each arrow icon that I play as an action or as a boost, I can add a progress to a challenge not being attempted, which means I can add it to that thing. So what I'm going to do is solid shot. I can't do. I can only boost with that. Fleet Arrow. Can't do that. So I have no blue. I do have that, which gives me 2. Discard before any Seeker rolls to skip the roll. Don't care. So for this, I need 2. I can boost it. Now, again, in a multiplayer game, you can only boost someone else. In a solo game, you can boost yourself. So I will boost it with Shot to the Knee for 1. So that's 3. I can boost it a second time if I want. If I do that, that gives me my 7 if I use Compassionate, and that will, in fact, wipe that. So I'm going to do that. I have succeeded. I will get to, because I've played 2 arrow icons, I will get to use my ability and put progress. Sorry, that didn't focus, I know. Up here, and I will put it on the anomaly. I still have to roll. I did not. That is a blue. I got 3 green. Those are useless. I did get a light, so that would count as another success, giving me 8. Well and truly defeated. These all get discarded. I've put my 2 out of 5 on that. This will go away. I keep that as a trophy. I also, so I don't get to delve on this, but I do get to discard something else. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I have that resonant stone, so I could have actually beat it even easier. But I will go ahead and I will take the. Oh, I don't want to do that because that's the end. I keep forgetting that's the wrong time to do that. I don't actually want to discard that because I kind of want this stuff in my hand. You know what? I'll do it anyway. No, I won't. No, I won't. Nope. We're not going to do it. I will, in fact, discard that, which is... I keep forgetting it exists anyway, so whatever. That will give me new cards over here. Combat Observer. Oh, and I also got to flip that. Each time a challenge is failed, I discard it. So that's not great for that guy. And another Resonant Stone. So... this is not bad. If this is only a 6, this Fleet Arrow has not been terribly helpful, I would like to point out. But I can play that. There's nothing on it. It gives me 4. I can boost that for another 3, which will let me put another progress on that. So I'm at 7. I could boost again. I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and roll. I need to get 1 more. That's it. Just 1 more. Comments. I will deal with that if you're on Twitch in a moment. I got my 1. Nothing. I did get a darkness, not a light, which is not great, but I don't care. So that has succeeded. I did the thing. So that's good. These go away. This guy goes away. As a victory, I get to delve 3. So 1, 2, 3. Keep that over there. It gets replaced with a Hungry Chest, also a trap. When this challenge enters play, move 1 progress from every other card to it. Well, that's unfortunate. Not the end of the world, but unfortunate. It's a trap. There's nothing. It does no damage if I do nothing. It does no reward if I beat it. which sucks. So what have I got over here? I have a fleet arrow that is useless to me. I have standing tall, which is only worth 3, which I can't attempt that, unfortunately. I can't do anything to boost with this, which sucks. I can use my snipe, which is actually kind of beneficial on this. And it can be a 0 to 7, and I don't roll. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. So combat observer. I will use my snipe. Say 7. I don't roll. It gets defeated. I delve 1. If I lost, I would like to point out I retreat 6, which means I actually take 6 cards, put them back there. But yay, I didn't. So this, I now flip back over. I need to recharge it before I can use it again. I get combat, Husk. When this challenge enters play, remove 1 progress from Callous. Not great, but it's early in the game. I'm going to take a moment to pop over to my Twitch stream and deal with this here comment. Spam. Next. Spam. Next. Timestamp. Roughly 51 minutes. Wow, I've been going for a while. Ish. Submit report. Block this user. I am aware that... Okay, good. It should be... Also banned. A blocked and banned. And the message is gone. Fabulous! I mean, as much as I don't mind bots for algorithms, no. Thank you, but no. All right. Now, what is in fact next? Next up is, so I've got a Husk, which is green. I can actually use this, finally, if I want. He does 1 damage if I fail. That's not good. I can do 2 damage. I can use that as a boost for 3, which will give me 5. I'm losing my extra ability there. Whatever. I'll have to deal with that. So that gives me 5. Playing Valora, I will get to put a thing on there. I'm out of cards, so I'll have to exhaust myself next turn. 5. Green. 6. So I have failed. I did not get a light. I got a red, a green, and a blue. So I've done 6 damage. My Resonant Stone, -1 difficulty. So that is a success. Huzzah. So I will delve 3 more cards. 1, 2, and 3. This goes over here. It gets replaced. Combat. Guardian. Progress cannot be added to any non-Guardian challenge. So that's not great. Basically, I must attack him. I can't next turn because I have no cards. So how this is going to happen now. I will clean this pile up because clean the pile up. I take one of these exhaustions. Bleep. Looming Doom. If you've reached the bottom of the well, suffer 2 damage, then shuffle this card back into the exhaustion deck. I have not. So, yay, I suspect I still shuffle this back in. That is my assumption. So yay for the exhaustion not actually doing anything bad for me yet. And I now get to draw. I keep trying to draw from that, not that. So I draw new 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I've got 2 cards left here. So next time I have to draw cards, when those are out, I will reshuffle my discard pile. Let's see what we've got. So I need some blue is what I need to attack. Noble Education. After this action, you may either draw a card or move up 2 progress from any card to a challenge. So I could do some extra damage on this by virtue of that. Well-traveled. I'm going to take that as a joke. If attempting an obstacle, you may reroll once for free. Combat, trap, combat, puzzle. Doesn't affect any of those. Honed reflexes. If attempting a trap, I can ignore the damage. I only have that one trap, so not great. Also, wrong color. Sharp Eyes. Don't roll this turn. Does 2 damage, but it is a thing. Splatter Arrow. After this action, suffer 1 damage for each time it was boosted. That's not great, but it does 4 damage, so could be worse. Means that I can actually attack that and just kind of kill it. Quick Shot. After this action, if you have any arrows left in your hand, you may return this card to your hand. So that's a good one to start with, but again, I can't play it against him. Master Tracker. If you complete a combat, double any delve that I receive from the ward. That would be 0 in that case. Really great if it was that one, but I can't actually complete it in the normal way. Or can I? No, it's not an arrow, so it wouldn't matter. Yeah, well, I know I do complete it. That's going to be fun. That's going to be good. All right. I've got a plan. People, I've got a plan. Valora's Bow. Now, if this card is in your hand, add +1 to the value of any arrow you play as an action. Cool. All right. So the only thing I have that can attack is Noble Education. Thankfully, that will work, except I don't have one of those to play as an action. I can't attack that yet. I have to attack him. So the only thing I can do is that. Like, I'm kind of actually ridiculously boned. I'm ridiculously boned. So I do 3, 4. That's the extent of what I can do. I can do 4 damage to him out of 8. Technically out of 7. That's it. None of these cards are at all useful to me. After this action, you may either draw a card or move up to 2 progress from any card to a challenge. So I've done that. I can either draw a card. So this is doing 5. I'm just going to mark that right now. 5. Nope, sorry, 4. I still get to roll here, but I need to roll another 8 or another 4. I need to do a very good roll to deal with that, but I might be able to take him out with the anomaly by moving those over. Let's find out. So I got 1 success. That's all, just 1 success. I'm rolling a lot of darkness today. So that's 1 more. So that takes me to 5. Minus 1 here means I need 6. I can move to progress, which I hate doing, onto him. That succeeds. Cool. Despite my terrible rolling, I'm actually doing quite well. Did I fail something earlier? I don't think I did. So yes, that is -1. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -1, 7. Succeed. I get to delve for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These go away. This guy goes away. I've got a nice little tray here for those this time. Did not have that last night. He gets replaced with Obstacle. Of course, it was something that gives you a bonus against obstacles. Extraction Room. If failed, remove 1 progress from Callous, plus 1 extra progress from each husk in play. There are no husks. That was the bad guy I had in here. If completed, delve 3 and add 2 progress to Callous. So this is a really good one to womp on. And it's green, even better. So this card is 2. So my Valora's Bow is a 2. If this card is in your hand, I can add +1 to the value of any arrows I play. So I probably don't want to do that. If attempting a trap, which is this one here, I don't really care about that. Sharp Eyes would prevent me. I would not roll, which would give me 3, 4. But doesn't do any damage, so it's not a bad one to do. Or Splatter Arrow. I don't want to do that. So, here's what I think we're going to do. We will do Sharp Eyes. +1 for my bow. So that does 3 damage. I won't roll this turn. I do get to put a progress on something else. So I'm going to put it, again, up there. That's worth it. That's worth it. All right. Whoa. That's good. I actually don't want to fail that. I want to fail that one yet. So yes, so that's 3. That takes me to 4. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't want to kill that yet. Almost forgot. I had a plan. I almost lost it. All right. So the problem now then becomes all of this. So I need to keep those. I can do after this action. So if I boost it, I lose that +1. I need to get one more thing on there, which I can do with my quick shot. And then I have a plan. Oh, well, that actually works out not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. That does 2. I will boost it by 3, giving me 5. I still have to roll. I got 1, so 6. Again, the darkness. So that's 6 damage. I fail, which means I have to remove 1 from Callous. I did play a bow, so I get to put 1 over here. These go away. This, because I do still have an arrow in my hand, comes back to my hand. I can't do anything to this with that. So these are my options. I can't play this here, but I want to. So I'm going to play it here, which does 0 damage on its own. I'm then going to boost it for 2, which completes this because it's -1. So I completed this combat, and I get to double it. So I get to delve 8 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I'm doing that wrong, because that feels overpowered. But boom. I may have needed to take some damage. I don't remember if I discarded cards after it came out. However, good. These go away. This has also been defeated. I do need to roll, however, just for sake of doing it. There's 2 more successes, well past defeated. Doesn't do. I also double my delving for this, which is 0. So I've just pulled a husk into play, which is not good over here. Because now I'm going to be taking progress off of that if I do anything with it. Obstacle Planetarium. If completed, draw 1 card for every excess progress on this challenge. Cool. This is the only card I have, by the way, which is enough to defeat that. The Husk, when this challenge enters play, remove 1 progress from Callous. Boo. That's the downside to those Husks. So, at this point in time, all I can do is either exhaust myself or play this. I'm going to play this, obviously. Quick shot for 2. If this action has any arrows left in your hand, you can return it to your hand. I can't. I still have to roll. 1, 2 more successes. So great. This is well and truly defeated. I get to delve for 3. 1, 2, 3, and add 2 progress to Callous. 1, 2. New card comes out will be Event, Immortality's End. So, I deal with this right now. Add 2 progress to Callous and set this card aside. I don't like where this is going. If there are 13 or more progress on Callous when you reach the bottom of the well, I automatically win the game. Cool. So that is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if I can get 2 more progress onto him, that'd be awesome. I'm going to go back to the rules at this point and double check. Well, first I'll pull another card out here. Obstacle, Gravesite. If completed, add 2 progress to Callous. I'm not even going to bother checking the rules. Yeah, I was going to double check if her ability, if he counts as a challenge. I don't know. I'm going to assume no, but I will instead. I have to exhaust myself. Looming Doom. If you've reached the bottom of the well, suffer 2, and then damage, suffer it back into the exhausted deck. I have not. Convenient. I've gotten lucky. That's twice I've gotten that one. So I draw 8. I've only got 2, so I'll reshuffle this. I do enjoy this game. I'm excited for Sunday. I'll probably get a chance to play this as a multiplayer game with Mel from Mel's board game room. I'm super excited if that is in fact a thing that happens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, let's see what these cards are. So I need to, one, kick butt. There's not that much there, so that's good. But I really do need to get some more progress on him now. Acid Arrow. After this action, place 2 extra progress on the challenge I choose from my Guardian of Fire ability, which is her special abilities. That's cool. Capture Rune. If you fail a combat, ignore the penalty. Not a terribly useful card. Oh no, it's good up here. That's good. I can make that work. Calm Diplomat. Discard at the start of any turn to discard a challenge with no progress on it. I don't know what I want to do with that. Or do I? I might not want to do anything with it. Sharp Eyes. Don't roll this turn. Eyes of the Huntress. Discard before any seeker rolls to skip the roll. Splatter Area. After this action, suffer 1 damage for each time it was boosted. Fleet Arrow. After this action, draw 2 cards. Valora's Bow adds +1 for each of those in my eye count. So I've got excellent. So I've got a whole whack of stuff that it's going to add stuff to. So that's nice. I'm going to go with this. No. Because if I attack this, I can then put 3 on this anyway. With if I use my Acid Arrow, which I can. I'll take a damage probably, but that's fine. I do have stuff I can do it with. So, Acid Arrow. So after this action, I'll get to place 2 extra progress on a challenge I chose from this. So that'll be this one. I'm just going to do that now, just so I don't forget. And then I get to still can boost it. It actually is a 2 because I've got my bow. So that takes me up to 4. And if I use this, it'll take me up to 6, which is enough. Or Sharp Eyes, which will take me to 5, and I'll need to roll something. Going to go ahead and do that. Yes. Now, for each arrow I play as an action or a boost, I can add 1 progress to the challenge not completed. So we'll get to add 1 more onto that. So cool. That makes things very good. Cool. I still have to roll. Really, people? Oh, wait. No, it's green. Victory. So these all get discarded. If completed, draw 1 card for each excess progress on this challenge. So let's just we'll have to do some math here. I got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. -1. So I've only got 1 excess. Which is unfortunate, but whatever. So I draw a shot to the knee. I get to delve 2. 1, 2. I draw, and again, we're almost to the bottom of this. A husk. When a challenge enters play, remove combat from him. That's not good. I think there's only 1 husk per color, so that's a bonus. Let's do again. Right. Fleet Arrow would be nice, but I can't do anything with it yet. All right, so this is at 4. I need to be at 6, so I need to do at least 2. That will give me 2. And let me put a damage on somebody else. Probably going to be, it doesn't really matter. I'll probably put it on that guy. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad plan. I can use those better. Cool. So, I will put my 1 on him. Does 2 damage to this, which takes me up to 6, which does defeat it, thanks to my Resonant Stone. I keep thinking I'm missing a thing, and I don't know if I have or haven't. I delve 2. 1, 2. Put 2 progress on Callous, which gives him 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. I need to get 1 more on him. So now I do need to actually look at the rulebook. Just to see if, but I'll do this before I do that, actually. Laboratory, obstacle. Any damage you suffer from other sources is doubled. Ugh, don't like that. Okay, so let's quickly go back to the rulebook. Shall we, my fine feathered friends? Rulebook. Share. Come back over here and put you where I can see you. Attempting a challenge. Okay, we'll just go back through. Challenge. Play skill card. Play a skill card. Skill card. Using your lantern. Boosting. Rolling the dice. Complete a fellow challenge. Rewards. End of your turn. Drawing exhaustion. Running out of cards. Wellmaster. Let's see. To reach the master for the final gauntlet, you need to make your way through. In order to defeat the Wellmaster, win the game, you must complete the challenge on the master card. Challenge on the master card. I suspect that I then can actually do this. Cool. Yeah, no, I can. I think I can use her ability to just keep pinging him. So that's awesome. If that is in fact correct, if it's not correct, sorry, I will have incorrectly done this. But let's see. So again, I need to add stuff to that for whatever I play or boost. Capture Rune will give me a 3. And it'll give me a 4. So I'm going to do that. So we'll capture Rune. And if I fail the combat, I get to ignore the penalties. So that's good. Shot to the knee gives me, so that's 3, 4. I also get 2 bonuses. I'm going to put them on there because near as I can tell, I can. Roll. I get Sweet Jackal. But I do get to put 4 onto him. I don't take any damage. That takes him to 5. With that, it's a 6. Not great. I should have actually started doing stuff on him, but whatever. Splatter arrow. And do 4 damage to something. I'm going to splatter arrow him, which will do 4 damage. I'm going to take a damage, and I'm fine with that. I will get to put a progress on something, so I will put it on that. Challenge is -1. So, this guy's dead. Delve 3. 1, 2. There is no third. So we move into the next phase of this game. He is dead. Next phase of the game is, normally, these would all go away. So this doesn't actually need to resolve, and in fact, will not resolve. And these gauntlet cards would come out. However, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 immortalities end. If there are 13 or more progress on Callous when you reach the bottom of the well, which I just did, I win the game. So I have won the game. Let's see what Callous would have been. This is the Art of War, +5 difficulty for every face-up gauntlet card. So that would be, starts at 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can't defeat him without this immortality card being defeated. You can't actually complete this. You have to discard it, which I do have cards that do that with. And this one can't be discarded. And this one's just fine. You just don't roll against it. So there's definitely some good things here. So I've won. Huzzah! I like that. I still like that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly just wipe this off real fast. I will try to end this in about 5, 6, 7 minutes here. And I'm going to... So I've got a blue and I've got a purple left here as stuff. Right? So these are the next two I can open up. So this is a grotto, that's a stockade. That's light, that's dark. No, that'll be dark because blue and blue. Let's see which one I open. Light. So we're going to do Scorn's Stockade. I'm going to quickly open this up. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to go through the well cards, anything like that. I'm just going to do a quickie, see what the seekers are specifically. There we go. And we will play this at a near sometime, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll decide that later. So Scorn's Stockade. Here's the rule book. Keep that just in case there's anything I need to double check. I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. So I've got more tokens. Cool. I've got lots of those, but I'll keep those tokens separated. Bag for the tokens. Dice as normal. This is what the backs look like for these. So again, it is different. There's my... Cool. Like I said, I'm not even going to go through those, but that's your well cards, or some of them. There's a few more in here. And here we go. There's a couple more well cards. I won't even bother looking at the exhaustion cards. I won't look at the 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 there. There's probably a 4th one somewhere that I've just missed. There it is. So there's your gauntlet cards. I'll look at those later. The final defense, 3 strikes, and Field of Infinity. +5 difficulty for every. So this is Scorn. +5 difficulty for every card attached to Scorn. If you failed 3 times, lose the game. If failed, roll and you roll a darkness, discard 1 extra card for each card attached to Scorn. That's not good. And so for Scorn's Stockade, your seekers are these guy here. So we have Feign Longstride. After a seeker rolls, you may discard a icon from your hand to let that seeker re-roll and draw a card. And then you've got this ogre-looking guy. Naz of the Wind Strikes. At the start of each of your turns, Naz may move 1 progress from any challenge to any other challenge. That's going to be awesome. So these are your 2 seekers for Kinfire Delve. If you have an opinion on which one I should play next, let me know, and I will set this up in the foreseeable future. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to see who and what I do next. That being said, thank you guys for joining me to play Kinfire Delve last night and tonight, or today. Honestly, I want to play this now, but I can't. I have real world things to do. Unfortunately, today, if you can call theater real world, I have to go deal with some lighting stuff, which is awesome. I'm glad I get to do this. So I will definitely come back, and if I can do it tonight, I will. If I have the brain, it will not be before probably 9 o'clock Eastern at the earliest. I may be at the theater till at least 6:30, so I can't be entirely positive. So that being said, we're going to go through. We will put up that delightful little bannery thing that you put up at the end of everything. so that I can put up, the watch more. I might just set up a playlist for Kinfire Delve since I'm doing so many of these. But until then, thank you again for watching. Good gaming and goodbye.